When I was 11 years old, I played a game called World of Warcraft. Played as a gnome warrior named Plum on a server called Vecnaleshus. Anyway, I met some Filipino boys on there. They were brothers and they lived in Saskatchewan. They taught me many oddities and eccentricities about Filipino culture. And they were not even the only Filipinos I met on World of Warcraft. I also met a 17-year-old gay boy named Daniel, who was from the Philippines. He was very absurdly gay. Had bad act. I wanted to fuck him badly as the top, even though he was 6 years my senior. Anyway, back to the Filipino brothers. John and Jay, they told me many things about the Philippines and why their culture was superior to ours. One of their praises of Filipino websites was that, unlike Western websites such as Runescape.com, most Filipino websites do not require you to register an account to use. And that, to me, represents a beautiful form of simplicity. Who wants to start a whole account just to use a website and give away your personal info and all that no way Joe's no more kind of. That is very evil and bad, and the Filipino knows just that. Namast. Yanamani Amazonian natives have sexy ball cuts. My official endorsement of Eastern Orthodoxy, not as bad as Catholics. Vote for me in 2024, and I will guarantee a manic picture dream girl for every alt-right chud, as well as to milking animals. Top 5 favorite animals of Vance Shebang. 1. Mosquitoes. 2. Fleas. 3. Amazonian peahole worms. 4. Puntbulls. 5. Redacted. California has a very unique opportunity to utilize their large homeless population in an attempt to create a largely pastoral and agrarian society. This will be necessary in the future anyway, with the inevitable drying up of the Colorado and other rivers and aquifers. Intensive irrigated farming will become impossible. And what better way to get a head start on defeating that than forcing tent dwellers to farm and raise livestock on the bountiful California land? Race mixing giving the gift of whiteness. Wouldn't you rather Africans be 20 white than 0 white? Come on, Jack. Key to abolishing racism, get 2 women of different races pregnant, then if a woman of another race breastfeed them. I support things that were never the past thing nor the current thing. Hashtag original thinker. People really will make themselves feel more mentally comfortable by taking a stand against any variety of pointless things. I'm Melvin Feet Sweet. Under the fragrance. Previously, the beer was a delicious amber color, a delicious thick fruit line at all times. Nowadays, the beer is more reminiscent of piss. This is due to the dastardly Germans who exported their fetishes to our previously divine land, prohibition, enabled by little dick Jew-hating English Protestants, only inflamed the issue. We need to reinstate the death penalty for drug dealers. That doesn't work. We'll also go after their families. That doesn't work either. We'll start blowing up entire neighborhoods, blow up the entire neighborhood if even one person there does fentanyl. The male population should be culled so that there is a 80-20 ratio of women to men. The wealth gap between boomers and millennials is larger than the gap between black and white people. I changed my mind. Rooms are not sexy. I have checkmated literally thousands of atheists in my lifetime. The sea, it beckons for thee, jumping. Take a swim. 99 of women would enjoy being at least temporarily transformed into a gay man. Everyone who ever loved me was bipolar, often had an eating disorder. Namast. The haters want this sweet little pupper to be killed. They are not human. They're a bizarre subgenre of Yacubic demons. There are tons upon tons of Aquinian literature dedicated entirely to the topic of the small size of their penises. Impregnating men is unfathomably hot. Only real early Zoomer regions remember when they banned out hard boobies bracelets. Bread existed before agriculture. They fashioned cakes of seeds and grains and nuts what they foraged off Dow floor. How nice. Gilbert Gottfried narrating over aerial footage of a kidnapping. No man is more hubris and is more destined to hell than a man who tries to present his law as God's law. The easiest way to rule over a population is to brainwash them into a self-ruling, self-censoring population. Namast. At the tainted port, let your child be obsessed with the thing. Tribesmen in Vanuatu grow no food crops. They only raise pigs as livestock and grow kava for drugs. Democrats sell us down the road to be raped by Republicans like how Italians pimp their sisters for a nickel. Namast. Suicide should not void life insurance. Namastich. Some weirdest think people with terminal illnesses should be forced to stay alive instead of taking the goodnight cocktail. An inevitable consequence of believing in millenarianism. Because unlike other countries, our children, as children, are taught, freak out, don't to the police station, Walmart, calm down.